It's interesting what you said about China as well. I was in Paris at the blockchain summit, talking to all the people and talking about these Web3 projects, and I bumped into someone who just started working for a Chinese company, Robert, and this was interesting. And they said, management doesn't play around. Like, they want to see numbers on the board. They don't care about my feelings. They don't care about the touchy-feely. They don't care about my, social concerns or my pronouns. They want numbers on the goddamn board or I'm gone. And I was just like, wow, what a concept. What a way to run a business, right? Looking at the numbers. And I just thought, wow, we really are toast in the West, right?
So Brian, let me ask this question, okay? Because financial literacy is our words. Do you speak the language of money? So the biggest problem here is most Americans are calling their liabilities assets. And that's why the statement of cash flow is crucial. So literacy is the language of money. Financial IQ is the size of the financial problem you can handle. So the average American's financial IQ is $400. That means if the problem is over $400, they can't solve it. But they have a PhD from Harvard, or they're a school teacher, they have a high-paying job, they belong to a union, which is all Marxism. They like paying taxes. They should tax the rich. That's all Marx. But the thing I'm saying is, what does the word moral hazard mean to you? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a word that came up a lot during the 07-08 crash, because people were asking, like, when is there a moral hazard, right? When do we save these institutions? When do we allow them to fail, right?
Yeah, so that's the whole thing here. When SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, went down, it was a woke bank. In other words, all of those private equity guys in there, I have the numbers here, how much money was in those banks. It was shocking. In those woke banks, you had Circle with $3.3 billion in SVB, so Silicon Valley Bank. Now, what kind of moron would keep $3.3 billion when you only insure it up to $250,000? I mean, you've got to be this most stupid SOB on planet Earth. But this was the CEO of Circle. Roku had $487 million sitting in the bank in either cash or securities or whatever they did. BlockFi had $227 million. These guys are financial mental midgets, but they're the graduates of our best MBA programs. But why don't they worry? Because they're woke. And the Biden crime family will bail them out with Janet Yellen, who's another professor from Berkeley. That's moral hazard when you bail out the very people that should be watching out for our capitalism. That's moral hazard when you bail out people who should be shot at dawn. Those businesses should have gone down. But I was listening to the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation guy, saying, we couldn't let it go down because the economy would crash. Well, we're crashing anyway. But they bail out the academic elite, like the Clintons and Obamas and the Bidens. That's moral hazard. That's criminal.
Yeah, I couldn't believe when there was $3 billion plus from Circle. I've had Jeremy Allaire from Circle on the show, but I've been the CFO of a company and I know that you don't put more. Back then when I was CFO 20 years ago, it was only insured up to 100 grand. And that was 101. You don't do that. But for a company like that to have $3 billion in a depository account, I mean, the CFO should have been fired on a Saturday, not even wait till Monday. I don't think that happened. So yeah.
Where were our regulators? Yeah. How come they weren't watching these guys? So that's why that balloon over there, that's the world economy. It's blown into a bubble. Interest rates kept coming down. And any idiot knows you raise interest rates, the bonds collapse, gilts, bunds collapse, and now derivatives are collapsing with Deutsche Bank. We're going down, like it or not. And that's moral hazard. We should have shot the bankers. How dare we let them do what they've done to our world economy? Our best and brightest from Harvard, Stanford, UC Berkeley, Oxford. What's wrong with our academic system?
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.